Okay guys, well the first thing we got to do is clear some space. We got to get the dolly out and we got to get this barrel outside cleaned up and ready for a new ferment, and that's going to take a little bit of time. You can see down there we certainly don't want to use any old stuff, funky stuff down there, so we want to always get sort of a fresh start. So we'll empty that out and we'll get her on the dolly and take her out back and clean her up. As soon as we remove that from there, we'll get the grain started too. We got the big bucket, the big pot over there that we're going to use. Not the big one, not Sparky, but the one on the table there to do some grain cooking. And we'll be all set. So let's get underway. Okay, it's not easy work, guys. You know, I got this dolly and the tires are flat on it and it sucks. And I got to haul this fat boy back here. And you can see her over here and drain her out good. Got all the old grain and slop in her. You can see inside I got to get all that crap out too. But I'll sort of tilt her up there and let her drain off a bit while I start the grains cooking, and then I'll head back to spray it out good. Okay, the boss doesn't know what he misses on mash making day, because this is the stuff that keep you slim and young when you're an old broad. So gotta go out to the car. I got a truck in 100 pounds of sugar and 50 pounds of grain. No time for pussies, guys. Alright guys, we got the grain in. We got the 50-pound sack of grain in, and the boss is really particular about how he likes his shine made, especially the mash. And he likes to boil the water first and then slowly add in the grain, so we don't have any aspects of burning. It makes a lot of sense. It's the opposite of the stupid way I used to do, was put the grains in, add the water, and bring the heat up, and once in a while it gets scorching and all that kind of crap. But we got about 2 gallons of H2O boiling away in there, and we're going to add about 10 pounds of grains in that when we're done, when that's boiled up to temperature. And it's going to be good to add that. We don't have to worry about scorching. We can basically turn the heat off and then let it just cook and swell and burst the grains and everything. In the meantime, guys, we got to go out there and clean that barrel up. And that really sucks. Plus, I got to haul 100 pounds of the sugar in here, and that really sucks too. And Wolfie gets to lay there and watch me. All right, guys. I told you, no time for pussies. Let's get on with the show. Okay, guys, we got the barrel clean. She's back in position. If I'm feeling a little energetic, I might go and clean up the other barrel too, because that's going to have to be cleaned before the next ferment too. And she's nice and spanking clean inside. Make everybody happy. And we're boiling getting the water up to temperature here. I did haul in the first bag of sugar, and we got the grain ready to go. So I think next step will be, I need to draw 8 gallons off of Sparky from the last run, because this is a sour mash method here that we do with the juice that we make. So we need to draw the 8 gallons off there, and yeah, get her in there. Thank you, Dr. Crow. And you've heard of Old Crow whiskey? Well, he's the guy that started the sour mashing method. Okay, so you learn a little bit too. second load, guys. This is how we do it. 8 gallons of this good sour mash backset. Alright. Nice and neat today too, no spillage. Okay guys, alright, an important component of why people often fail when they do a beer ferment at home is they don't properly address the yeast situation, and they don't prove that the yeast is good. They don't give the yeast a chance to blossom before they put it in, and a lot of times if you just add yeast to a mix it might kill it or something like that. So I have about 2 cups of backset here, and I have a cup of water, and I'm going to add some sugar to give the yeast a good environment, about 3 tablespoons of sugar. And I'm going to stir that in good. That'll give give something for the yeast to get active on besides the sour mash there. And now I'm going to add about a cup of the Red Star yeast here, and you don't have to be exact about this. Add that in. Yeah, that's about a cup or so there. Close her up good, and I like to keep that refrigerated. And the trick is keeping everything nice and neat. So what we'll do is just stir that in lightly and let that get activated. Between the heat of about 90 degrees, the mix there, and the sugar, in about a half hour or so, this will be wild and bubbling. And when the temperature gets low enough there, after we add the grains in the water and top her up, then we can put we can add the yeast and aerate it for the rest of the day, and let her start chooching, guys. All right, guys, you can see the grains are just bubbling away real good. And we'll go about 5 more minutes or so. And what that does is gives a chance for the cell walls to break down and burst the grains and let all that tasty goodness out. As a matter of fact, I think I'll turn the gas off now, and we'll just let her steep a while, and it'll do that conversion real good there, and that'll be really nice. Guys always laugh at me because I think that's real tasty, this feed. I've eaten that a few times and it tastes real good. Meanwhile, we got our proofing yeast going good over here. And that's starting to come to life. Real good. And in a few minutes, well, probably in an hour or so, we'll be able to add that in when it's cooled down. We want to make sure it's not too hot when we add our yeast in, because we don't want to kill it. So, alright guys, she's looking good. She's looking real good. Okay guys, you can see the yeast is very bubbly and very happy. Always proof your yeast first. A happy yeast will give you a good product. You can see I've transferred, done cooking the grains. It's all in the pot. All I'm doing now is mixing that 50 pounds of sugar with the grains and the sour mash, and then we're going to add our whiskey. Not our whiskey, our yeast. Oh, heat's kind of getting to me. It's about 95 degrees here out in the shack. But I want to thank you guys for being out here today and seeing how we do a nice ferment. Same principles for beer and everything else. All right, guys, thousands of years later.